We have one more pairing of differences. And this time the title words are judging and perceiving. People with a judging preference have the straight arrows because they tend to like to make a plan and then they want to do that plan.
Yeah.
I'm going to do this and take that course and get that done and then get this degree and then go here and go do there. And that once they make a plan, it's important for them to follow that plan. They don't appreciate it if somebody else messes up their plan. Yeah. They like to get things done. So if they have tasks, it's kind of a point to say, let me get all of my work done first and then I can relax and enjoy life. But first I want to complete what I've been assigned to do. If they have work that is due and they are not done, there tends to be an energy stress that comes which is not productive. It's kind of like a tension that says, oh my gosh, I'm not going to get this working. And so they want to get done before that due date so that they don't have to feel that kind of pressure and tension and fear of not being able to complete adequately. They tend to like to work on one project before going on to another. So if they have 5 or 6 things that need done, I have a science project, a math project, a literature project, I've got some outside activities, oh my gosh, too many balls in the air. They're like, let me clear off the table some and get this one done and then that one done and then the next one done. I can enjoy that more than if I try to do 5 at one time. And so therefore they like to get that closure, get that work done before they go on. The other option of people that seem to be effective also in life is those who tend to be more flexible. So they look for change in their world. They might make a general plan, but that general plan is only a guideline, and if somebody says, what about today? Let's change it all around. They go, okay. And they're more willing to go ahead and look at a new perspective. They do like to be a little bit silly and playful while they're working. That becomes a tool to help them get the work done more effectively. And being surprised and having changes, that seems to be enriching for them also. If a due date is near, their energy surge is different. If the due date is near, they get a positive energy surge that says, you've been thinking about it for a long time, now you got to get it down. Then they go, psh, and pretty soon everything is out and done and produced, and they feel good about the drive from that deadline versus being stressed by the drive from that deadline. They may, at times, start too many projects and not finish them all. Because the first type said, finishing it is important to me. The second type said, well, trying it is important to me, and I may not finish them all. They want to keep their choices open until the last moment, even about silly things like, where do you want to go to dinner tonight? Yeah. It's like, well, you know, we could decide this or that, but until you order from the menu, you could change your mind. And so one of their best skills for getting successful in the world is being adaptable and flexible versus their skill for being planful, so they don't have to adapt as much. Both are incredibly effective in the world, but one tends to be preferred by people over the other as their operational style. So do you see yourself more in the judging format or the perceiving format?
I think the perceiving.
Okay. And what is it about, again, the perceiving format that seems right for you?
I think one that really struck me was, in school definitely, people say not to procrastinate and stuff, but for me it works really well when I leave stuff towards the last minute. I really get my work done fast, and I think it's good work, and I think it's kind of fun to do it like that. So
yeah, and that's what people with this preference would say, is that way works for me.
Yeah.
Sometimes when they're growing up, they miss the deadlines. They undershoot. They underestimate how long something is going to take. Have you had that happen to you? Once
or twice, yeah.
And how did you recover?
Turned it in the next day.
Oh, and you got away with that?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, you got lucky.
Yeah.
Sometimes people will have to become very creative with the last moment. Yeah. So I've heard of students doing things as they're riding the bus to school or getting wherever they had to be.
I've done it before, like get to class a little bit early and trying to do it before the bell rings.
In the 3 minutes between class periods, everything.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that would be consistent with people who say they prefer perceiving. So if you'd put a check mark by that one to indicate that was your preference.